Okay, we've got a mixture problem here. We've got a 10% saline solution, which means there's 10% saline, probably 90% water, and a 60% saline solution, so 40% water. And we want to end up with 100 milliliters where there's 30% of that solution is the saline. So here's a little picture of what's happening. We're going to let X equal the number of milliliters of 10% solution. So this down here is 10% saline. And so there's 90% water. And plus, well, we've got Y milliliters of 60% solution. So 60% of that variable is the amount of saline in this beaker. So 40% of it is water. And we want to end up with 100 milliliters in total, 30% of which is saline, so 70% is water. So one of the key equations that we're going to come up with is that X plus Y has to equal 100, because we want to end up with 100 milliliters of solution. We'll see that we're going to use the substitution method later, so I solved this equation for Y in terms of X. And now here's the idea. We can do this one of two ways. We can say the amount of saline in this beaker plus the amount of saline in this beaker equals the amount of saline in the final beaker. Or we can do it in terms of water. The amount of water in this beaker plus the amount of water in the second beaker equals the total amount of water. So here's the first way. 0.1x plus 0.6y sorry, I got interrupted there, equals 30% of 100. And my suggestion is that you multiply every term by 10 to clear the equation of decimals. So here's x plus 6y equals 300. Over here, we can do it in terms of water. 90% of x plus 40% of y equals 70% of 100. And I'll leave the rest up to you. We're using the substitution method, replacing y with 100 minus x, and we get 60, 40. There you go. Hope that helped. If you have any questions, post a comment.